Hello and welcome everyone. Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to my Game of Thrones Legends mobile game content. So today folks, I want to give you a little heads up. I want to give you a little insight into the future, at least what we see as the future right now. My boy DA has done some digging and he has data mined up some information that you might want to know if you are trying to plan your account out in a manner that can allow you to kind of think ahead and try to get an idea of which direction you can go based on the next 3 gold roads. That's right. I'm going to tell you what the next 3 gold roads are going to be so that can give you a heads up and help you plan your accounts a little bit better. So if you've seen my last video that I posted, it was talking about the next gold road that's coming up, and that's going to be Blue Alicent. She is the Green's birthright engine, basically, and she is very super important to a Green's team. So the next gold road that's coming up with her in it is going to be what I would consider a must-buy. I would say that if you want to develop a Green team, you need to secure that gold road so that you can get those sweet, sweet shards of Alicent so that you can level her up and continue to keep your birthright engine going. Now the next one is going to be kind of important as well, because with the recent changes to the events that are going to happen soon, and I'm specifically speaking about the egg event, because the egg event is going to be changed to where it's more dependent, your score is more dependent on how much fire you can stack in regards to how it used to be, where it was all about egg matches and stuff like that. It's going to be changed. So the characters that you can use in that event are going to be extremely important for you to work on leveling up if you're going to continue to be relevant in the egg event going forward after the new changes hit. So the second gold road that's coming up will be July's gold road, is going to be the Yellow Rhaenyra. Well, I say the Yellow Rhaenyra, but all I know at this time, based on the information we've dug up, is that it's going to be Rhaenyra. I'm not really 100% sure which version of her it's going to be, because we do know that a new version of Rhaenyra is coming soon. We've seen the information in the files about that as well. So I'm actually not 100% sure that I can sit here and say that it's going to be the yellow version of Rhaenyra that we currently have now. It could possibly be a new version of her, being it's so far away in July. That could possibly be what we're looking at for that. So I don't want you to hold me to the fact that I say, don't keep it set in stone as gospel, that I've said it's going to be the yellow version of Rhaenyra. It's just that we know that July is going to be Rhaenyra. So if it does turn out to be the yellow Rhaenyra, then that's going to be good for you in trying to strengthen and shore up your egg event team, because she's obviously, that's basically her event, and she's a key player in that event. So the gold road in July being Rhaenyra is going to be super important for those. Now the third gold road that we've looked ahead and seen in the files is going to be for August, and it's going to be for something that has kind of fell by the wayside, but may find some strength and kind of a second wind once people get their hands on this gold road and start to revitalize their accounts in this manner. But that's going to be Ghost. Ghost is the Stark wolf that is part of the Stark team, and in the past he's been a real heavy hitter. He's been a good damage dealer. He's kind of suffered through some nerfs that have made him not really as good as he used to be back in the day. But he can still be good for a lot of people, especially newer accounts that are trying to build some synergistic teams like the Starks. Ghost can be a really good addition for that. So August is going to be Ghost. So if you're a new player right around in between from now till August, you may want to consider going ahead and buying that one, because that can help you set up your account to try to build some synergistic teams like the Starks. So that's what I wanted to reveal to you today, to help you know that what's coming up so that you could plan your accounts. Remember, June is going to be Blue Alicent. July is going to be Rhaenyra, and August is going to be Ghost. So that can help you kind of look ahead and try to figure out what you got and how many shards you still need on those heroes, and is it worth buying for you. If I was going to rate all three of those gold roads, I would say the number one most important one would be Alicent. The number two most important one would be the Rhaenyra one. And the number three most important one would definitely be Ghost, in that order. I would say that Alicent and Rhaenyra are a must-buy. I think those are going to be ones that you absolutely have to get because you need to capitalize on getting those shards whenever you can. Ghost, it just kind of depends on you, what you're trying to do. I mean, the gold road's always a pretty good deal, so it's probably a must-buy anyway, just because it's such a good deal. But if you're not really someone that's interested in Ghost, then I don't know, maybe not. But that's the plan, and I want to always preface these kind of videos where I try to put forth leaked information for you to see and know ahead of time that this stuff can change at any moment. So if this by some chance changes, then just understand that that's what we're seeing now, and that does not mean that it can't change in the future, because they could very well change their mind, and you know, we've seen them do that quite often. So this is what we see now, so this is a heads up for you to allow you to plan. Thank you for watching my content. I'm really glad you were here today, and I hope you've enjoyed this Game of Thrones Legends kind of a leak look ahead type thing. If that's helped you plan your account, or if it's entertained you in any way, please think about subscribing and liking, because I'm still here. I'm still putting out content about Game of Thrones Legends, but I also have a milestone on my account that I'm trying to reach. I'm trying to reach 5,000 subscribers. That's my next big goal, and that's the push I'm going towards. And I would really appreciate it if you would help me get there, and if you'd drag me across the finish line. I love you guys. I really appreciate you watching my content. I hope you have a good day, and I hope you have fun in Game of Thrones Legends. I'll see you in another video coming soon. Peace.